Hello and welcome to Easy Money with Don Anders. Joined once again by Tom Hegna. Tom Hegna is a best-selling author, PBS show special host, and he's here to talk about retirement. So the last video we talked about was life insurance. So whether or not you need life insurance in retirement, we're going to go ahead and do a link to that video right up here. But now, Tom, let's get into the best age to draw Social Security. This and whether or not you need annuities, which I know we're going to get into that as well, are probably the two biggest topics that are debated. Some people say that everyone should wait until age 70 to get the most amount of money. Some people say that you should take it as soon as you can and get that money back from the government. As we both know, it's not that simple. So let's go into the best age, the factors to consider, and the best age to take Social Security, in your opinion.
Yeah, so Don, I think picking your age for Social Security is the number one most important retirement decision of your life. All right, it can impact your retirement by hundreds of thousands of dollars, and I think what a lot of people do is they don't realize what a great deal Social Security is. And I'm not saying it's been a great investment. But what I'm saying is it's for most people it is the biggest retirement asset that they have. And yet people spend more time planning their summer vacation than learning about which age they should draw their Social Security benefit. And so I think it's very important to work with a financial professional. I think this is very hard to do by yourself. Okay, there are Social Security calculators that can help you. But what I'll tell you is if you go to any Social Security website and you see the letters FRA, that stands for full retirement age. Right now it's age 66. For you and me, it's age 67. For some of your viewers, it's between 66 and 67. But let's say that you have somebody who's in retirement right now. They're age 66. Well, for every $1,000 a month that you get at age 66, if you claim your benefit early at 62, you're not going to get 1,000. You're only going to get 750 a month. But if I could get you to wait to age 70, you're also not going to get 1,000. You're going to get 1,320 a month. Well, when you start comparing 1,320 and 750, and I didn't put cost of living in there, you'll see very quickly that if you can delay to age 70, your benefit is going to be almost double what it is at age 62. And yet the problem is most of these people are out there, they're not getting advice from financial professionals. They're not running it through a Social Security calculator. They're going to the coffee shop at 6 a.m. where it's loaded with wise men sitting around the counter drinking coffee, solving the world's problems. They walk in, they say, hey, what age should I draw my Social Security benefit? And what do the wise men tell them? Oh, man, haven't you seen the papers? This place is going broke. Get the getting while the getting's good. 62, 62, 62. So you get many of these people who are taking their benefit at age 62, not because it makes sense, but because that's what somebody told them to do. And they're also worried, well, what if I worked my whole life and then I know my buddy, he retired and he dropped dead the next day and he didn't get it. I want to get my money. But see, what they don't realize is that life expectancy right now for a 65-year-old couple is age 93. 50% of all 65-year-old couples will have somebody live to be 93. 25% of those couples will have somebody live to be 97. And so when you plug that type of longevity into a Social Security calculator, you will see that this is a decision that can impact your retirement by hundreds of thousands of dollars over both of your lifetimes. Now, I'm going to let you pop in and ask some more questions, but there is an optimal way to do it, and I can talk about that here in a minute.
Yeah, and we see this every day, right? As a financial advisor, I meet with people all the time, and I would say probably once a month or once every 2 months, we have somebody come in and say, I'm going to take my Social Security at age 62 while they're still working, right? And they won't even get a benefit. They're going to go elect to take their Social Security when they won't even get the penalties will be so big, they won't even get a benefit, let alone all those other factors that you said. So yeah, it absolutely needs to be based on your individual situation. Biggest thing is life expectancy. If you're average health, it probably makes sense to wait. So yeah, talk to me about the optimal those factors that you were talking
when
about.
people ask me what age should I draw my Social Security, I say in general the breadwinner should delay. In general, the breadwinner should delay till age 66 or 70. Now, what am I talking about? Why do I say in general? Well, because everybody's different. You got to look at health status, medical condition, but you really need to look at both husband and wife, because sometimes the husband will say, well, I'm really sick and I'm going to take it early but if your wife is healthy, remember the breadwinner's check goes to to the surviving spouse. So you got to look at health status, medical condition of both partners, not just one. You know, sometimes there's minor children in the house. You have to start your benefits, get those benefits. I can give you specific reasons why some specific people should take their benefit early. But in general, the breadwinner should delay. So if you have a husband and wife, let's say the husband made more money in his career than the wife, the lower earning spouse, in this case the wife, can claim early. I don't have a problem with that. But the higher earning spouse, whoever it is, in this case it's a husband, should wait till 66 or 70. Why? Because that check covers both lives. See, when he dies, which check is she going to get? She's going to get his. If he took his early, he locked her into a lower survivor benefit. Because the breadwinner's check covers both lives, in general, the breadwinner should delay. But again, that's why I think it's so important to sit down with a financial professional, have them run a Social Security calculator, plug in your details, plug in your spouse's details, and when he or she hits that button, it's going to pop up with, here is the best time for you two to take your Social Security benefits.
Yeah, and some of the factors that go in are, you know, maybe someone has a pension at age 62, but they can't retire unless they take their Social Security. Well, would you rather have an extra 5 years of retirement or a higher pension amount or a higher Social Security amount? That's a factor. Or your age, you know, or your health expectancy. You know, do people in your family die a little bit younger? Do you have history of chronic illnesses? Well, you probably shouldn't wait that long to do it. And the biggest one, like you said, is when you have a spouse who has a significantly lower Social Security, because that's going to be a big issue. And it's usually, not always, starting to change, but statistically, it has been men, right? So you have men who've gone to work, and they have a higher Social Security. But the problem is, not only do they have a higher Social Security, they also have a lower life expectancy. So like Tom is saying, by not delaying, not only are they getting less money during their life, their spouse, who might live an extra 5 or 10 or 15 years longer than them, is going to get a significantly less, because they're only getting, you know, that lower amount, and then they're also losing their Social Security. So I think those are all great. Anything else that you want to that people should think about?
One thing to consider is that, you know, a lot of people say, well, I really need that money to come in. Well, why don't you take a little bit of money out of your 401k or IRA and build an income bridge from 62 to 70? So take some extra money out of these other accounts from 62 to 70, and then at 70, kick in that highest Social Security check for the rest of your life. So you build what's called an 8-year income bridge, and then that can get you to that higher amount.
Right. We call that a Social Security gap in our office.
Yeah.
So when people come in and they're there, we call it, we're going to do a Social Security gap, meaning that, you're going to need, and sometimes people are like, well, I'm taking so much money out of my investments. Well, that's initially, right? And then after you turn on Social Security, it can be delayed.
Right. And so that can help you, because remember, this is Social Security is an annuity. It's a guaranteed paycheck for the rest of your life. There are only a few things that give you a guaranteed paycheck for the rest of your life: Social Security, pension, and annuities. And the reason is because all three of them are a form of an annuity. It's a guaranteed paycheck for the rest of your life, and that is very valuable. And the studies show that people of that guaranteed income are happier, and they tend to live longer. And because they can spend the money, because the checks keep coming, and it's the spending of money in retirement that allows you to enjoy your retirement. So, you know, you want to maximize that revenue coming in so you can live that happy retirement.
No one knows about retiring happy more than you. You sold a best-selling book on it. So thank you so much, Tom. In our next video, we're going to get into the pros of buying an annuity. You know, you hear a lot of people out there who have these very strong opinions on annuities, but from my experience, none of that's really grounded in statistics and science and facts. And we're going to get into exactly why you might want to consider that, or why they can be good inside your retirement. In our next video, I'm going to go ahead and link that right here. Thank you so much, Tom. We'll see you in the next video.
Thanks, Tom.
Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you want more information about retirement, making money easy, investing in general, please consider subscribing. You can do so right here. And if you want more information and more videos that I did with Tom, go ahead and click here. That's the playlist. We did about 5 videos all about retirement, talk about life insurance, annuities, how to retire happy. I hope you enjoy it. Have a great day.